Hi and welcome to the Muegas. I honestly really was not looking forward to did not want to do another video today, but I think it is important that we highlight this issue. And this is a story from the Star newspaper, and it is about Tanzania's president uh, by the name of Suluhu, who a couple of days, weeks ago had given her opinion about how some of these ladies who play football for Tanzania look, and she made statements which were to the effect that they look like men, flat-chested. Even their face, you look, they are not attractive to men. So that was like the essence of her speech. And now here is somebody who did an opinion piece about that speech, and this is what she says: female leaders should be professional, not share personal opinions publicly. So let's digest that. This is a woman by the name of Nabila Hatimi. Hopefully that's how she how the name is pronounced. So she says that female leaders should be professional and not share personal opinion publicly. So that means that female leaders should not have any opinion whatsoever, and that is a woman saying that. I just want you to digest the words and imagine that it was a man who was saying those words. Just picture it, that it is a man who's saying female leaders should not share their personal opinions publicly. Imagine the kind of noise that statement would bring. And I am hoping to see that same energy, that same noise brought against this woman for saying this. If this woman is allowed to say this, then anyone should be able to say the same things without anyone bringing up issues of sexism and misogyny and all those nonsensical words being used today. Anyway, let's go through what she's saying. Just 5 months ago, I wrote a column gushing on Samia Suluhu's presidency and what her new position means to young Muslim girls. While she might have gotten the position by default after the death of Tanzania's former president John Magufuli, Mama Samia's rise to power was welcomed by most as a much needed change in leadership that sparked hope for a brighter future. For the past few months, President Suluhu did just that, prove all the naysayers that women can make good leaders. However, last week the president slipped up big time. I call it a slip as it is something she can recover from, not something that will completely destroy her. President Suluhu was hosting a ceremony to celebrate the national men's victory in a regional championship when she spoke in a confusing manner about the women's football team. While she advocated better funding and pay for the female athletes, she derided them by using sexist remarks about their physiques. In my opinion, there was nothing sexist about what she said. She said they were flat-chested and they looked like men and that they were not attractive to men. As a man, I see no lie in what she was saying. Now we are going to use sexism by when someone says the truth. Like, for example, I am not handsome in any stretch of the imagination. So if someone calls me ugly or not good looking, that is fact. Yes, it may hurt. It may hurt my feelings, but it is what it is, right? So let's not confuse issues. Just because something hurts some people does not make it sexist. Okay? Men like what they like. That is what it is what it is. You cannot force men to like things they don't like. You cannot force women to like men they don't like. So just throw words on it and hope it sticks, right? Anyway, let's continue. And remember, she was advocating for better pay for them. But that is not what people went with, because we are in a world of victim Olympics, right? So she said they were flat-chested, they were not attractive, and that men wanted attractive women. That is what people ran with. That is what was highlighted. Not that she was advocating for better pay for them. Okay, so the issue of better pay disappeared into all that victim mentality, all that victim Olympics games. And right now, they are no better off than they were before, because nobody really ran with the fact that she wants them to get better pay. And then you still complain that you want better pay. However, somebody is advocating for better pay, but the way she goes about it, you do not like. So instead of saying, okay, we don't like what you said, but because you want something that we also want, let's concentrate on this thing that we really want, which is better pay. No, 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 no. You just want to go and play victim because she said what is factual. And when I say men, I do not mean all men, because that is another level of stupidity that I don't know what's happening. A better majority of men want attractive women with a nice bust, a nice ass. It is what it is. Anyway, continuing. Suluhu mocked the flat chest of female athletes and muscular facial features that make them unattractive for marriage. When you want to marry a woman with qualities you need. Our female athletes no longer have these qualities. It is what it is. She proceeded to make a case for creating good retirement packages for women by stating, they please us as a nation when they bring back trophies to their country. But once their playing time is over, how will their legs be and what kind of life will they have? You should have run with that. Come on. Imagine if we just stopped playing victim and just concentrated on what is important. What do we want? How can we work together? Right? So you want us to get better pay. Okay, you also say that we are not marriageable material. Okay, that hurts. Let's put that one aside. We can circle back on that once we get the better pay. But you just ran with the not marriageable and forgot that you will retire and have nothing. Anyway, let's go on. Suluhu's comment managed to bring my fears to life. I have always feared that female leadership could be unstable by the mere fact that we are women. This is a woman saying that. I'm just picturing a man saying that and publishing it in a newspaper. Oh, the victim Olympics that this one will have brought up, the protests, the press conferences. Ooh. As women, we acknowledge that we are flawed species, men too, but it seems like we forget that men are also flawed. So if a man would have said this, this nonsense that this lady is saying here, that would have forgotten that men are flawed, and that they might share their opinions which are not mainstream. Anyway, whether you blame that on hormones or higher levels of emotions, we do have our shortcomings. We are too casual with our emotions and biased opinions. Everybody is. Everybody is. This is not a women thing. This is a people thing, a human thing. This is often used as a basis of the argument for women generally being unfit to be world leaders. Suluhu managed to let us all down by exposing this particular shortcoming on an international scale. She spoke like an aunt, gabbing over the pot to her friends. For a time, she was carried away by her casual way of speaking. She had forgotten that however small the event, she was a president speaking on behalf of her people. She failed to maintain the professionalism from which her rank demands. So simply put, on that day, President Suluhu failed women, not just the female, at least from Tanzania. She failed all of us. I cringed as I watched the video of her speech with a mixture of whatever. By doing so, Suluhu has inadvertently authorized the male athlete to say the same or worse about the women in sports. No, she did not. She did not. Men have been saying that since forever. This is not something that she came up with. This is not something that President Suluhu, it's not like a vision from heaven or something original she said. Men have been saying, come on. Why are women going for boob jobs and ass jobs? Way before President Suluhu talked about this issue. Why do women go for plastic surgery when women of means? Why do they even put on makeup? It's not President Suluhu who told them to do that. Come on. While the speech did generate an uproar from the women's groups in Tanzania, the reaction was somewhat by the confusing double that word speech. Suluhu used the gradual physical demise of women athletes as a salute to all athletes have the gradual physical demise. All athletes get that. Men get that. Women get that. So this is what is confusing about this article. It's like whoever is writing this article is, let me just say it, she's into her feelings. She's saying don't share your opinions publicly because of feelings and emotions, and then goes and does the same in her article. It's like the level of unawareness. Luckily for the president, it seems as though the incidents will pass without causing any substantial damage to her image. However, Suluhu has raised eyebrows from the very group that was cheering her on. From now on, she will be treading thin ice when she makes any remarks regarding women, or just make them. If it is truth, just say it. Why not? Women will watch her closely to see if she keeps alienating her own gender to gain favor. Nonsense. From the opposite sex. This is her feminism is really coming like, hey, yeah. Anyway, Suluhu needs to be reminded that we are still living in a patriarchal society which is seek to tear her down when she's nonsense. More nonsense. A patriarchal society. So she is a president in a patriarchal society. She is the most powerful woman leader in Tanzania, but you still want to claim that patriarchy nonsense. Without the support of our base, you will lose backing before the next election. As if you women, you elect fellow women. If that was the case, how many Africa will be run by women if that was the case? Men elect women. Men elect women. Women are, like in Kenya, women are the majority voters in Kenya right now. So if women wanted, they would, we will have a female president right now. But women rarely elect women. So this paragraph here makes absolutely no sense. Women will be the first to tear down other women. So why would she come to you if she knows that you will most probably not vote for her or vote for her en masse? Because women, unlike men, have this thing where they say they don't trust other women. But men look at what is benefiting them. If a woman is selling benefit to them, if she can articulate how her being elected will benefit the men, they will give her the vote. That's how we think. We are logic. We use logic. We are logical. Okay, there are a few men who will say, I'm not going to vote for a woman because she is a woman. We have some of those. I'm not going to assume that we don't have that. That is there. But a majority of men will vote because they vote with their pockets. What are you articulating clearly how you are going to put money in my pocket in the long term? If you are clear, if we are good, then I vote for you. And then just this thing of throwing patriarchy everywhere. Patriarchy everywhere. It's like, so now it's like, did the men send Suluhu to say what she said? Will a politician use what she said to get votes? Of course. Just like she will use a mistake the other politician made, to get votes for her. That is politics. Let's not make this about men and women. She said what she said. Whatever she said was not a lie. So, yeah, you got caught up in your feelings. Now you put an article saying that women should not share their opinions publicly, or women leaders, and you are sharing your opinion publicly, and then to assume that you are not a leader. Who is a leader? Do leadership just mean political, according to you? Because when I look at you, Nabila, yes, I'm talking to you. You are a leader because you are somewhere where your opinion matters. So you have influence over young girls. So are you going to tell them that they should not share their opinions publicly if they want to be leaders? Then how do we know what they think? Then that defeats logic, because nobody is going to vote for anyone, or nobody is going to trust any leader who does not share opinions, who you do not know where they lie on certain issues. I would rather you share your opinion, your wrong opinion, I know where you stand, than keep quiet but still have that opinion, because it will not change. Because whatever you have in your head will dictate how you do things. So I'd rather know from where you come from. Like, I would rather understand what opinions you have, so that when you do something, then it makes sense. Anyway, that's what I wanted to cover. Till the next video.